Welcome to another episode of You Know
Ball, baby!
Brought to you by the new set. Shout out Deucer for putting this all together, man. Big shout outs to Deucer. We got all the, look at this, man. Look, we got tables.
That will be mine.
We're going to get some little sofas. That's not going to be yours.
That's going to be mine.
You can stop
soon.
pointing that shit.
That one, too.
None of them. None of them are for you. Point the camera.
See what you guys are pointing at, by the way.
The WrestleMania belts.
Yeah, he thinks he can win trivia belts.
Soon.
Come on. Delusional. But make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow. If you guys are digging the new set, drop a comment down below. We want to see all that. We got Instagram, we got Twitter, we got TikTok, we got all that. So make sure you guys follow us on there. Today, Phil, we're going to be doing 21 through 30 point guards. Next episode, 20 through 11. Next episode, 10 through 1. We're going through every single point guard that's starting in the NBA. Last episode, you got me pissed off, bro. I'm not going to lie. You got me pissed off last week. Check out our shooting guards list, man. Those were
It's a fire video.
It is a fire video. I think it's the best video we posted on our channel because what Phil pissed me off. 21 or 20 through 11 specifically. Check that one out if you want to see us get a little heated. I don't think we'll get as heated today. It seems like a safe list. I got some hot takes on here for sure. So listen in for that. Listen in for the info. But I don't think I care as much about point guards unless you just do some stupid shit like Anthony Simons at 20. But
Yeah, all right.
yeah, we're gonna see. You want to just get into it? You got anything else you want to add?
Yo, for real, hit that bell, like, subscribe, and follow.
Simple.
We trying to get to 1,000.
Wow.
Join us,
Join us.
and let's
Phil,
get to this list.
Who's your number 30?
At number 30, I got to put this guy here because I don't expect too much. I got to put Scoot Henderson here.
Really?
You put him higher?
I put him a lot higher, honestly, and I'm not mad at you for putting him at 30, but I think I'm projecting a little more from last year.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a good couple, like, last 10 games of the season, and he did do, like, pretty well towards the end, but that was like bum minutes when everybody's, like, done. They're getting ready for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, nobody really cares. And I still don't see, like, too much of an improvement on the shooting wise. I don't think he's going to do better. And he was shooting like 39% from the field, so that kind of brought me down a bit.
My whole thing with rookie point guards, I feel like they always take a season to develop. I got the stats here.
Mm-hmm.
Trae Young went from 19-8 to 30-9 from his freshman to his sophomore year, which is fucking insane. De'Aaron Fox went to 11-4 to 17-7. Halliburton went from 13-5 to 15-8. I'm not saying he's gonna be as good as those guys, obviously, but I just think like when you're talking about a point guard, for me, I can't put the number 3 pick last year's draft at 30 just because I think he's going to do better next year. But if you're just basing everything off of what he did last year, or if that's a main priority in that, then yeah, I get it. I could see it for sure. My number 30, I actually have an old man here, dude, and it's kind of hard.
I think I know who you got.
It's hard for me to put him at 30, dude, because he's one of my favorite players of all time, but Chris Paul.
Oh,
Chris Paul at number 30.
shoot. Oh, damn.
This is my thing. This is my thought process on this, right? And we always prioritize wins on the show, obviously. Chris Paul, I think, for the Spurs, is probably a perfect fit.
Mm-hmm.
I think any other team, though, we saw it in Golden State, and that system is like one of the best systems in the NBA. It didn't work out. Like, any team that wants to compete, I don't think Chris Paul should be their starting point guard. There's other dudes on the list who I think are a little bit better.
Yeah, but on this list, I don't know. I feel like Chris Paul is going to go crazy next year with Wembanyama and Vassell and Barnes around him and stuff. Like, those are shooting options for him.
I think he fits.
Yeah.
I think it'll work for sure. But I just, again, I don't think, like, I just don't think he's, like, I don't want him on my team, you know? Like, he's cool. I think he's a great fit for the Spurs, once again. I also think Stephon Castle could end up being the starter by the end of the year. I think he's a great mentor for that team. I mean, he averaged 9.7 assists, like, good season. I just think there's better names.
I don't know, man. I feel like he's really going to, like, not like do Chris Paul, I almost said Flippers things. Just like, I feel like he could do what he was doing for OKC for the Spurs. I feel like he could get back to that.
I don't know if he has that anymore, bro. When Chris Paul was on OKC, that mid-range jump shot was special. I don't think it's there anymore.
I think it's still there. He loves getting that mismatch with centers, man. You know what he does.
How high you have him up? Oh.
Not like crazy high, He's still like he's gonna be in this video.
Okay,
but
good.
But like I expect him a little bit higher.
Okay.
A little bit.
Who's your 29?
At 29, wait, did you say? Oh yeah, you said you're 30. My bad.
CP.
At 29, this is where I have Dennis Schroeder.
I got him here too, brother.
All right.
I got him here too.
I've had my problems. Oh, I hit the mic. Is everything okay? Yeah. Got you.
Bless.
Dennis Schroeder, man, we've had our battles, bro, and I think of him as a selfish point guard because he doesn't really seem like that type of leader to me. Only because with the Lakers, he wanted $100 million or
big bag.
He wanted the big bag. Turned down $88 million, and yeah. You know what happened later. Got $5 million with the Celtics, and now he's been on 1 year, $1 million deals
Minimum.
later on. But I just don't see him doing any better with the Nets as he did past seasons. I don't think he's gonna explode. I don't think he's gonna do anything really crazy. I just think he's just there. That's what I think.
The numbers are actually better than I thought they were gonna be when I clicked on his basketball reference, but I just feel like he is better as a backup point guard.
Yeah.
I think at 29, I think he's a really good backup point guard. You want him on your team as a backup point guard, but as a starter, I'm not like excited about it, you know?
That man disappointed me.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of better season than in Brooklyn than he did in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty similar to you in that regard. My number 28.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, it's so weird having this dude at 28 because I think he's really fucking good.
Who you have?
Malcolm Brogdon.
Same.
Isn't that weird?
I don't think it's weird because he's been so injury prone the last couple of years, and like he hasn't, like, think about it. When he was at the Bucks, he went on that crazy run, like winning rookie of the year over, like, I think it was a couple of rookies he won it over where it was like, whoa. Was it Embiid?
Over Embiid.
But didn't Embiid get hurt?
Embiid just didn't play enough game, or he played enough games to qualify because there wasn't that rule yet.
Yeah.
But that was the argument where Malcolm Brogdon just had a better season than Embiid.
Oh, okay.
But I think Malcolm Brogdon on a competitive team, he could actually be good, especially as a backup point guard because he's one of the most efficient players. His whole thing when he won Rookie of the Year was he had like the most efficient rookie season ever. He doesn't miss a lot of shots. He doesn't take a lot of bad shots. So I think in a different situation he'd be better. But in Washington, like me personally, I'd rather see Bub starting. I just think it'd be better for that team. But yeah. He's my 28.
I would rather see Carlton Carrington starting.
That's what
I'm just being for real, bro. Sir Carrington needs to start.
Sir Carrington.
Sir Carrington. Or maybe even just start by him.
Yeah, that'd be cool too, but it's just like, I don't know. It's like you should move him and like see what he does on a competitive team. But if you move him, you're not going to get Malcolm Brogdon's value back.
Bro,
you're going to get a second-round pick.
You saying move him just pissed me off so much because I just remembered he's on the Washington Wizards. And the Lakers and the Wizards have good partnerships. So what if he ends up on my Lakers?
I would like that for the Lakers.
No, I would not. He'll just get injured. He'll just get injured.
I feel like if the Lakers get him, they wouldn't have to give up much. And I think that's why I'd like him to. Like, would you rather have him on your bench or Gabe Vincent? Right? I think I'd rather have Malcolm Brogdon. Phil, don't say something stupid right now, bro.
They both are so...
Malcolm Brogdon is on a different level than
That
Gabe
is
Vincent,
true.
bro.
That is true. It's just I wanted to say I trust Gabe Vincent because he's not going to be too injured, but then he had surgery and was out for a while, so I'm like, yeah. I'll take that. I'll take Malcolm Brogdon.
My 27, bro. This one hurts too. You had Malcolm Brogdon at 28, right?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Okay. At 27, I'd be D'Angelo Russell, bro.
Where did I have him again? Is he in the? Yeah, he's in this video. Okay, I had him a little higher.
It's so weird because I like D'Angelo so much, and I think D'Angelo's a great player. But I think at this point, bro, I want to see him as like a thriving backup somewhere.
Damn.
It sucks. D'Angelo is like, when I talk shit about the Lakers, it never goes towards D'Angelo. I love D'Angelo too much, bro. But he's just, I feel like he's really inconsistent. He'll have like a 50-point night and then a 4-point night the next night. Like it's kind of bad. He had games where he was like minus 17. He's turnover prone and he doesn't really get the ball much. He sucks in the playoffs. Like, it's just the other dudes, the couple guys I have ahead of him are either players I think are a lot safer. Like D'Angelo Russell at his best, I think you could argue is in the top 20, top 15 of this list. But you get a lot of times where D'Angelo Russell isn't at his best, and I think that is ugly when he's not at his best.
I understand. I have him higher only because, well, not like crazy high. I just have him higher because I just
Because he's a
believe in.
Laker.
No.
Okay.
He pissed me off this year. But there were good and bad, way more bad than good compared to the last season. But these guys I have below him, I just don't like. For example, for my Lakers, I don't see. I wouldn't want this player over D'Lo. I'm just being for real. I wouldn't want this player over D'Lo.
Yeah, I mean, I got a couple young guys, and I could kind of see that.
Mm-hmm.
But once we hit like 23, I don't think that D'Lo is better than a lot of these guys ahead of him. But the next like 3 dudes, I definitely could see an argument for D'Lo.
But I understand the hate for him right now.
No
I
hate.
understand.
No, hey, I just think, bro, the point guard position is so like at 20, we have players that can make the All-Star game next year. Like that's how good the point guard. I want y'all to know that. Like this isn't like a D'Lo's a bum. I think D'Lo is a great starting point guard. He averaged 18 last year, but there's just other better starting point guards, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's just what it is.
At 27, I have Stephen Curry. I'm just playing now.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Nah, I got Keontae George right here.
Okay, that's what I thought you were gonna have, bro. I just know you be playing too much. The Warriors aren't gonna win next year. Stephen Curry 27.
Yeah. I got Keontae George at 27, and honestly, he's actually. I like the way he played last year, but he still has some work to do.
Yeah,
He still has some work to do. He's still a really good point guard, but he's still got some work to do. And maybe he gets that little spurt, just like what you were talking about with Scoot Henderson, because they damn near almost had the same averages and shooting splits and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think he'll be a little better than the guys below, but not that crazy.
Yeah, I mean, for what he did last year, bro, it was pretty impressive, kind of coming out of nowhere like that. He's the second youngest starting point guard on this list. He had multiple 30-point games last year. Bro, he had multiple 30-point games last year, and 7 of his top 8 games he shot 50+% from the field as a point guard. That is ridiculous.
Like I said, man, he might have himself a little bit of a season next year.
He's just got to get that jump shot up, especially on such a big team.
That too.
You got to get that jump shot up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
At 26, this is a dude who don't got to work on that jumper at all, boy. Mike Conley at 26. Why you look like that? Low or high?
Okay. I have him higher, but damn. You don't like Mike Conley like that?
I got a couple young dudes ahead of him. I just think Mike Conley, is like the dude. Like any team that has a really good shooting guard that wants to compete, Mike Conley should be their point guard. Like you look at what Anthony Edwards, with Donovan Mitchell, like he could just play off the ball so well and so efficiently. I'm just trusting in the young guys next year, bro. Don't make me look stupid. But yeah, Mike Conley's my 26.
He's just super efficient, man.
Is,
like,
bro.
damn.
He is.
That surprised me. I thought you'd be loving Mike Conley and putting him up there. I wouldn't be surprised if you had him in the 20s.
You know, he could, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he was there either. I wouldn't be surprised. I could see that expectation for him. But I'm going to go with, like, I'm going to take the youth. I'm trusting the talent of these young point guards.
I'm just saying, he's playing with championship desires, too, next year.
Oh, he is, for sure.
Yeah.
But, like, desires aren't going to get you in my top 20.
I don't know. Desires for a championship can make a man go crazy, bro. Especially in the NBA.
I don't know. The most Mickey Mouse all-star ever, Mike Conley.
All right. You said 26?
That's my 26, yeah.
All right. My 26. Pains me to say this because I do love his hustle. I do love his energy on defense. This is where I had Emmanuel quickly.
Jeez, dude, that's low.
Yeah, I felt bad, but I think it's because he's playing for the Toronto Raptors. I feel like that's going to affect him a little bit. Like, they don't have any desires besides just go out there and look good, bro. Like,
Bro, no, before the season starts, you have expectations.
What type of expectations they got?
They probably have championship expectations in the locker room. They probably feel like that until like 10 games in the season when they're 5-5. Then they're like, all right, we had our fun. But IQ there for sure. I think like to me, bro, this might be crazy, but he plays to me like Lou Will. I feel like that's who I see when I watch him play offensively, at least. I have him a little bit higher just because I think he's a future like dude like that, 6-man wise, like Lou Will, Ginobili. Like I think he's gonna rack up a bunch of those in his career because I think that's where he plays the best.
Yeah.
I
I really liked him in New York though.
Oh, I did too.
I really liked IQ in New York, bro. And the
IQ
fact
in
that
New
that's
York
his
was special.
nickname, his nickname's IQ, I love that.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. But yeah, I'm sad to put him at 26.
My 25, Keontae George.
Hey.
I'm just trusting the youth, bro. He's the second youngest starting point guard on this list.
Mm-hmm.
The next dude coming up is going to be the youngest. But I just believe in centers, like Wembanyama, for example. Like, it's a lot easier being a rookie center. You have a lot less responsibility, a lot less to learn. Like, if you play bad, you play bad. If you play bad as a starting point guard, it's like Scoot Henderson had 7 turnovers tonight. And you get these, like, dumbass narratives. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't seen this movie before, bro. Literally the same shit with Trae Young, where everyone thought Trae Young wasn't going to be able to be that guy when he first got to the league. And then, like, he's one of the best offensive players we've probably ever seen. Just like that. So, I just think I believe in it, especially after such a good rookie campaign. I think he had a better rookie year than Scoot Henderson probably, just based on the expectations and what he ended up doing. But, yeah, Keontae George is my 25.
Honestly, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah.
And it's not even that far away. So, I mean, I'm not even tripping off that. I like him. I do. I like
do
these
too.
guys.
I think he's good. I would want him on the Thunder. Like, he's that dude.
Replacement for Trey, man.
Dude, no one's replacing Trey, man. That's my
that
dog.
dude a dog. Hopefully the Lakers can talk to the Charlotte Hornets about him.
Nah, he's
Steal
gonna
him
hoop
away.
there, bro. I think he's gonna hoop there.
All right, at 25, this is where I have Josh Giddey.
I'm not mad at it because I look at him a little differently than you look at it.
Yeah.
I have him a lot higher than that, though.
He needs to improve defensively. He needs to improve his three-point shot. But I do think his playmaking is going to go crazy next year.
Oh, he might average 10, bro.
Exactly. I feel like he could be what did he average last year? 5? I feel like he could be an 8 or 9 assists per game dude next year.
Yeah.
With I want to say he could do probably 10-7-8. 10-7-8.
So he'd have a worse scoring year next year?
Probably,
I
but
don't
I
think
do
so.
feel like everything else goes up.
This is what he's done without Shea in his career.
Mm-hmm.
17, 8, and 7. So I just don't think he could average 10 points. Like Kobe White's going to take shots from him like that. Or
I feel like he's going to really focus on trying to get that ball to Zach LaVine and Kobe White. And then maybe even Nikola Vucevic.
fuck Vucevic. That's it.
I mean, that man is a stretch big. You never know. But I don't know. I like him around those guys. Watching a little bit more tape on the Bulls and everybody, I was just like, you know what? Josh Giddey could probably thrive getting the ball to these guys. And then Montas Buzelis and them, I low-key feel like they could have a little duo going.
Yeah, I might be believing in him a little bit more. Montez Buzelis.
I like Montas
I was
Buzelis.
down on him. I called him a highlight tape merchant because he had the coldest highlight tape, but his stats did not back that. My number 24, this is where I had Scoot Henderson.
Okay.
I just think if he gets that efficiency up, bro, his ceiling is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
I really think if he could shoot a little bit better next year, he averaged 14 last year, bro, as a rookie. That's not bad. He could average 20 next year, and I wouldn't be surprised. And I think 20 with his playmaking and obviously his defense, let's not forget, I know Brandon Miller was picked number 2, right? I'm not tripping.
Yes.
But
yes.
Scoot Henderson was supposed to be that number 2 guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was supposed to be. It was all they streamed a Victor Wembanyama versus Scoot Henderson game on fucking the NBA app, bro. So he was supposed to be that guy for sure. Yeah, I mean, I still believe in the talent. I still think it's there, and I feel like a lot of people are counting him out a little too early. And I think him and Donovan Clingan could make a really good defensive core, and Denny too.
Ooh.
That those 3 on defense, bro, I think could be really solid.
Or really weird.
I mean, offensively, probably weird. Defensively, bro, that's a clamp.
It's a
Especially
50-50.
That's a clamp.
Mm-hmm.
A clamp for sure.
We're going to see, man. But hopefully Scoot Henderson does explode, bro.
I think he will.
I like him. I don't think he's that good yet. But he is a rookie.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, if you're gonna base it off of last season, I'm projecting a lot to put him over dudes like Mike Conley and over dudes like D'Angelo Russell. I'm projecting a big jump.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be a little cakewalk for him. He needs to have a big year.
Okay. All right. I respect it. You said you're 24?
Yes, sir.
This is my 24 as well. At 24, I got Stephen. No, I'm just playing. Chris Paul.
Okay.
We gonna see where I put him.
I feel like you did something I'm not mad at Steph Curry disrespect when we get there, though. Because I know you look at shit a little different.
You might be surprised.
I know you look at it from the Laker lens.
What if I have him number 1?
then I'll take back the Laker lens comment.
All right, at 24, Chris Paul. Like I said before, he's playing for the Spurs, and I really like this team for him. I really like Victor Wembanyama and him as a duo. I really like Devin Vassell being around him. I like Harrison Barnes' addition. I'm trying to think of who else. I think Jeremy Sochan is going to thrive too with Chris Paul.
I think he's cooked.
Yo, you said not thrive, fry.
Yeah, he's fried,
Nah,
bro. He's cooked.
I really feel like Jeremy Sochan is really just a better player when he is playing the power forward position. And
True.
I feel like that's going to, like, Chris Paul being there is going to have everybody else focused and, like, ready to just either catch the ball or just do other things than, like it was a mess last year, bro. Let's be for real. Like, They didn't know what the heck they were doing. The whole play was just give it to Victor Wembanyama and just let him have fun.
And they didn't even have the dudes to do that. Like, their playmakers were so bad last year.
That's what I'm saying,
That's
man.
why I do think Chris Paul's a perfect fit for San Antonio, and that's it. I don't think anywhere else he's the.
I'm trying to think of a place where Chris Paul could go that really could thrive. I mean, Washington?
I don't know.
Instead of Malcolm Brogdon?
For me, I'm like, I'd rather see Bub start than Chris Paul or Malcolm Brogdon. So I feel like he holds them back a little.
I just want to see Carlton Carrington go crazy, man.
I do too. And I think what's good is I feel like Stephon Castle does need a little time. Like, I don't think he's NBA ready yet. And I think when he does get there, he's going to be there. He's going to be that dude.
Oh, Chris Paul going to get him in the shape.
He's
going
to get him right. So that's more what I'm thinking. I think he's a better mentor than anything. His playmaking obviously is better than Trey Jones was their starting point guard last year.
Yeah, and that man can't shoot.
And he couldn't really play make either. Like, he wasn't on that level of his brother.
I just don't know how you miss a wide open Victor Wembanyama in the paint so many times, bro.
A wide open 7'4" freak alien.
I thought he was 7'6". My bad.
He might be 7'6".
I don't know. I'm tripping.
He's huge though.
How do you miss that?
This is a dude that don't miss. My number 23. I got Emmanuel quickly. We kind of touched on everything I wanted to say about him. But I think the Raptors are going to be one of those teams that isn't like amazing, but they're going to be in every game. These dudes all have a lot of grit, a lot of grinding. Emmanuel quickly could drag you on offense. We've seen games where he's done it before. So I got him at 23.
All right. I'm not mad at that, and we already talked about him. We both like IQ, man.
Yeah.
I love him in New York. I just really hope to see a new version of him in Toronto. That's hopefully better, but we will see. This, at 23, is where I put – I'm just playing, y'all. D'Angelo Russell. I'm going to keep doing it. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it.
Okay. We're just waiting on it.
This is where I put D'Angelo Russell.
That's fair.
Only because, yes, his playoff performances, they're very inconsistent. And then even during the regular season, sometimes he is very inconsistent. But I do believe that his IQ combined with JJ Redick, they can talk through some things. They can actually get some organized offense. They could play the ball a little bit more with him because the offense did look better when D'Angelo Russell was more in control than LeBron, and LeBron was more off the ball. So I do think that JJ may see that, and it might have D'Angelo Russell playing a little bit better. I'm not saying like crazy better. I'm not predicting. If I thought that, I would have been like number 15.
Bro, no, I honestly, basketball is so much funner when D'Angelo Russell is hooping. Like those stretches where D'Angelo Russell puts up 37, 40, shit like that is just, to me, I love it. I love seeing D'Angelo Russell. He is one of the purest basketball players in the league when he's on. And then sometimes he's just super turnover prone, and it's like ugly.
And oh, my bad. I just want to say this real quick. And let me remind y'all, 2 of the big wins last year that the Lakers had was in the hands of D'Lo playing primary playmaker.
That's what they need.
The Celtics win and the Bucks win.
That's
when LeBron was off the floor.
You sound like a LeBron hater.
I mean, I've been saying I'm a Laker fan, and I hated LeBron before he got here, but I'm just saying. I'm
just trying to hear what you're on, brother. I'm okay with it. You know, we need more.
Keep D'Lo over LeBron. I'm just playing.
We need more LeBron haters out here. Keeping D'Lo over LeBron.
There's a lot of LeBron haters, man.
We need more. My number 22. This is where I have Fred VanVleet.
Okay.
He's just efficient, bro, and I think it needs to be studied that everywhere he go overperforms. I mean, he just wins with the Raptors. Though his last year there was kind of ugly, but the Rockets shouldn't have been as good as they were last year for sure.
Yeah.
The Raptors, I mean, he hooped, bro. Like, you don't want to see Fred VanVleet after he has a kid. That man was different. He was different. So I just think you just got to look at a career winner, bro. He had his last 3 games of the season, he had 42, 37, and a 24-12 game, bro. If he could pick up on that, bro, put him in the top 10.
What is with these NBA players? Right when they have a kid, they just go crazy.
They playing for that baby boy.
Wasn't that the same thing with Debo Samuel in sticking the
Debo
NFL?
Samuel just said that. I started watching Receiver last night.
I like it.
He talked about that. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Just sports players, once they get a baby, they're just like, all right, let me focus up.
They start acting different.
Gotta make this money. Give
to.
me my money.
That's why the homie Isaiah in our fantasy league said he wanted to get Tyreek Hill because he got 10 kids and he got to feed all of them. Once you had that kid, you got to start acting different, bro. You got to start hooping a little harder. Oh, what's your 22 looking like?
At 22, this is where I have Mike Conley.
Okay.
Only because I really, really, really like. Yes, he's very consistent. Yes, I believe he's a very good defensive player. But I really do think that next year the Minnesota Timberwolves they have full-on championship desires, and I feel like that's going to pour into the whole team. And I feel like him and Ant are a good combination.
Yeah, I feel like they fit really well. I don't think either of them make the conference finals though. I think the Thunder Mavericks conference finals this year is going to be special. Boy.
Thunder Mavericks, man, that's scary to even think about, bro. That's so scary to even think about.
We hoop
because you guys literally have everybody to like guard those matchups against the Mavericks. I'm
ready for it. That's my prediction. But we'll get in that a different episode. My 21. Speaking of dudes who aren't going to be in the conference finals, my GOAT Jamal Murray.
Whoa.
21 Jamal Murray. He's a good ISO scorer. I just think he's in the perfect fit, bro. I think if I was building a team, Jamal Murray wouldn't be the first dude I think of. He would be the 20th point guard I think of, actually. So at 21, that's where I got him. Simple.
Honestly, man, I had him a little higher up because I do feel like all this talk about how bad he's been playing, how bad he's been representing over in Denver, I do feel like he can use that as fuel, and I do feel like Denver, like since they're gonna need him more, he's gonna play better, and he's gonna like the fuel to that.
They've been needing him though, and I feel like he's a playoff riser, bro. He was the second best player on a championship team. I'll give him the credit that he deserves, bro. Mm-hmm. He doesn't turn the ball over often. But I just think the other dudes kind of move the needle a little more. Like, I'd rather have someone who I feel like could carry offense more. A lot of these other dudes ahead of him are much better playmakers than Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray's the point guard. He's not the primary ball handler on that team, though. Let's not forget that. A lot of these other guys do a lot more, and obviously take a lot more shots. But, yeah, Jamal Murray, he's cool. But 21 cool.
Do you feel like his new contract was an overpay?
What was it again?
I think now he's going to be getting paid $45 million per year for the next 4 or 5 years, I believe.
I think that's an overpay for sure. I mean, you look at – they need him, though. He's a perfect fit there. I think another team probably would pay him that. Mm-hmm. But I just think just because the market's saying it doesn't mean it's not an overpay. Like, that's an overpay. 45 M's for a role player that's never cracked 23 points per game, that's an overpay.
I'm going to have to agree with that.
And Michael Porter Jr., that's a fucking overpay.
How much are they paying?
He makes a lot of money too. He makes like I think 35. Why don't you talk about your next player?
Yeah, my bad. I was thinking about it because I was like, wait. At 21, this makes me super sad. Makes me really sad because he's my guy. He's a dude I thought was gonna be a Laker. I got Jalen Suggs here.
Really?
I got Jalen Suggs here. It makes me sad, but I think the guys above him are better than him. I do. As a whole. I love his defense. His defense is so good, and I love that KCP is with Orlando to make that elite defensive stopping backcourt duo. But I do think that he isn't like – I see him more as a 2, and I don't really think like playmaking-wise, rebounding-wise, and all that –
he's better than these other guys. Guard?
I see him as a shooting guard.
Bro, I think he's a underrated. I mean, at Gonzaga, he was a really good playmaker.
Yeah.
I just feel like he hasn't gotten to show that in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like his role's changed.
If you were to put a dude on the Lakers, you put in Jamal Murray or Jalen Suggs?
On the Lakers?
Yeah.
Jamal Murray.
Really?
I got to go with Jamal Murray, man.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
I
was just trying to see what you say.
Nah, I got to go with Jamal Murray. I love Jalen Suggs, but Jamal Murray, like if I had to choose who to put in and then the clutch moment in the playoffs or anything,
Jamal.
Got to go with Jamal Murray.
I think Suggs shot well in the playoffs, though. Unless it was – oh, never
mind. I mean, he
he shot like shit in the playoffs. Sorry. He shot less than 30% from 3 in the playoffs. But, yeah,
I still love him.
He had a great shooting season last year for sure. He improved last year. But yeah, I mean, you guys at home, let us know what you think. I mean, this is only 21 through 30. I wanted to save my energy. I wanted to save my energy for 20 through 11. So make sure you guys stick around for that because it's going to be a banger. But most importantly, Phil, let them know what they need to do.
Hey, without further ado, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Playbook Sports HQ on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure to hit that bell as well. And we out, and let's bounce.
Let's bounce, baby. Bounce.